皆さん、こんばんは。Buenas noches todos and good evening everyone. This is your Mabinik VTuber Risha なはずなんだけど、I forgot to check. Okay, okay, never mind. Sorry. Sorry, my voice changer turn up was, crapped out the initial file again, so I had to double check, make sure I'm doing okay. Anyways, welcome to yet another episode of, I found them on Twitter, so they must be true. Where I can only, nothing but the truth that I find on the Twitter, of course. Yeah. Anyways, having said that, let's get started with, this week's pile of finds. Starting off with, nothing. Let's just say I've got no, common theme, for today's stuff, but then, I try to keep it as single themed, single topic as possible, clustered here and there anyways, but here goes. Okay, this guy, was saying that, yes, I found my cat beached on the hallway. Yeah, looks like it's a beast cat, alright. Okay, next, coming up, okay. Okay, this guy has a buddy, phoning up, okay, he has absolutely had no experience with cats, and he suddenly starts phoning this guy up, saying, yeah, this cat that keeps on visiting my, balcony, I think he's got asthma. I've let him in and he's sleeping, but you wanna listen in? And then he heard the cat purring. Yeah, if you really don't know a cat, it'll be a bit of this, warning sound, I guess. And in the end, that kitty ended up found a forever home at the buddy's place. And yeah, the kitty actually had a good life after that. He just went to meet the creator after right now. And there's another one. Yeah. Okay. Apparently, yeah. I think he's got asthma. But what should I do? The buddy phones up. You know, I don't feed him all the time, but he always keeps on coming in every night, and then goes out in the morning. Next, oh, he stopped coming. He's not here. Oh, excuse. Oh shit. Yeah, and then the kitty actually brought in the whole family of her with her kids. So the buddy moved with the cat family into a place that allows pet friendly, and they lived happily ever after together. Ain't that nice? Okay, here's a good one. The sign says here is a note from the guy's partner. He's already fed. Don't be tricked. Yeah, you know the cats and dogs thing. Like, but I haven't been fed for the last 2 weeks. Kind of duck. Yeah. Apparently, this guy does that. Now, here's someone who actually did somewhat evil stuff. She actually started making nails out of the mosquitoes that bit her. This year she didn't get bitten she didn't get bitten at all. Apparently, the toughest part is actually removing all the blood out of the mosquito and then keeping it intact afterwards till it gets get polished in. And she had her the nail polish person do the whole thing. I I wish she kept she had the picture she took the picture of the nail artist who actually sold this. Yeah. And before the mosquito nail, she had the guy the artist actually drew an ant on her finger. Okay, yeah. Don't know what to say about that. Anyways, this one is on something pretty different. Nishin, well, there's someone who is not drinking something right here all the time, and okay, UFO yakisoba. What they do is you have part of the process actually requires you to drain out all the hot water after you cook up the noodle, right? So, so they just unleashed basically the cover top holder. So just so that the you don't lose the entire noodle splashing it out onto the sink. And yeah, this one they made it so you can feel yourself ditch. Yeah. And this one is also takes from the classic art of Monet, I think. Or was it film? Yeah. Yeah, this one was done in December, and guess what? Yeah, August this year. Yeah, they actually did a couple. They actually did release the cover that. No, actually, yeah, released a couple of yakisoba UFO with the cover, the top cover being the picture. Yeah. And the secret design? Surprise? Yeah, Blowfish one. And they even had the plate, apparently. A plate, yeah, to hold on to the cover. There you go, so you can actually feel like you're breaking the dam. Yeah, this guy is like, yeah, when I went to buy lunch to 7-Eleven, UFO Yakisoba had the special to giving away the draining plate with a picture of dams. Oh, it felt so dumb, and by the time I noticed, I had 3 of them in my basket. Yeah, there you go. Oh. Let the water out of the dam! Sure. Oh yeah, don't forget to scream the warning sign, of course. Yeah. Now, Sakuna Hime, was it Switch or PS4? But a game that actually puts emphasis on growing dice in a field. Now, this guy went a bit too far. He started actually growing his own dice. Yeah. And keep in mind, most of the players actually do refer to the website hosted by the Ministry of Agriculture for rice farming. That's a good reference. Okay, anyhow, Shizuoka. If you know the name, even if you don't know the name, actually, you might have played a game that is actually named after the place. That is actually the namesake of that certain game from Capcom. Silent Hill, actually. But in real life, it's actually better known for the fact that that's where all the the scale model manufacturers are. Bandai has a factory there, so does Tamiya, and Imai and some of the older old-fashioned ones. They have factories too. So guess what? Phone booths in town. There you go. Yeah, where's a nipper when you need it? Yeah, apparently they just installed this March of this year. They even have yeah, as you can see, the number pieces for the instruction is there. And not this part, but the not the middle one, but then the one on the right and left are actually functional phones. Yeah, it actually does say yes. It is in operation. Mind you, I'll be surprised if the kid, well, about kids these days actually know how to use it. Oh, nice. So the middle one here, it actually is in the form of scale model. So it's actually before the assembly. So you need a glue, I guess. And the post office is also, the mail slot is also scale model too. There you go. Yep. Oh, I see. So usually if you see a post like this, there should be a big, honking, huge support beam coming off here. But then, in this case, it's not assembled yet. So the piece is still here. So that's why you don't see the support pillar at the bottom. That's nice. Oh, I see. So because Shizuoka was the woodcraft and the bamboo craft work people ended up being assembled as a part of the groups that does the building for shrine and temples. And they, in turn, eventually ended up being the people who actually make the metal mold and that kind of stuff for the scale models. There you go. Yep. So the if you visit the Bandai factory in Shizuoka, that'll be fun stuff to take a look at if you're scale model people. There you go. Oh yeah, so it's Tamiya who actually started the whole thing as part of the project to make the entire good chunk of the town as a scale model or plastic model, I guess. Okay, here's one of those stupid ones. The stuff, here's the street stuff you don't want to run into at the construction site. Human bones, asbestos, historic artifacts. Okay, we didn't see anything. Kaboom. Yeah. Otherwise, it's gonna be like half to 1 year or couple years of work stoppage because of the because the scientist has come in and if do the stuff, right? Actually, that's one of the interesting stuff. Not London, but then like, have you noticed that the Rome and the other notable one is Kyoto in Japan? They don't have subway for that stupid reason. Because if they try to dig underground, they'll probably come across something every few inches. So they have no way in hell they can actually dig out the make a subway. That's why you don't see subway in Kyoto or Rome or Nara for that matter. And some other places, yeah, we didn't see anything. Unless we, okay, unless it's an unexploded shell, then we can't they can't ignore. Yeah, that's because, especially in Japan, they had that case where, yeah, they did come across an unexploded shell, and it actually, it was just after the war. It's not even 60s, but back in 50s, I think. Apparently, it blew off the entire town, so that's why they're careful even now. Anyways, moving right along, and what the heck was... Oh, shoot. Excuse me. Okay, this guy is a cab driver, and, you notice, okay, at least, when we, in Japan, you see the cabbies, lounge around in front of the station and talk to each other. Apparently, they are exchanging the, one of those customer infos now. Here's one of those times where this guy has no, they can't see, he can't, he's heard of ghost stories, but he's never seen one. And, yeah, one time, yeah, he had this, lady, get in and take her to her home. And she gradually started grow restless. So I had to ask him, he asked her if she's okay. Yeah, she's fine. But she doesn't have enough on her. So once she gets home, her mother will pay for it. Oh, got it. So when we got home, when I let her off to get the money and waited in the car, but she wouldn't come out. Okay, so he gave up and just rang the bell. Her mother came out and told him, my daughter died 2 years ago. Yeah. So it's a famous story, but so you know the punchline, but this was their third time pulling off this trick, so they were arrested for fraud. Yeah. So yeah, they're actually exchanging that kind of stories, not the ghost stories. It turns out. Now, last weekend, they had the one of those major typhoon coming into Japan, and okay, here's a guy who is all prepared. His bike is in the yeah at the entrance, and his car in the living room. Yes, so he had no he had no damage to his vehicles. So most people are like, "What the hell?" Apparently, this is the area where there's quite a bit of a car theft, and his car is one of those not quite doesn't earn the collector's plate, but then classic sports car. So he had a system set up so he had a system set up so he can actually park inside his home. So he actually had a reinforced floor. Like so it can be used as a regular living room as well. It was a proper hardwood. And tatami mat, and also weight distribution and everything else. And whatever he pulls in, he has to use a flat deck, as it turns out. So it's not exactly casual, but then for the investment he made for his yeah, that classic sports car from not is it 80s or 90s? Looks like 80s to me. I'm not exactly a car person, so I can't say for sure, but okay, so that's why they have this part kind of caved in, so the nose actually goes in, and yes, they actually jack it up and put a plate underneath it, and that's how they could pull out the flat deck as well, because I remember yeah, it was touching the edge of the back wheel too, so there you go. So it's pain in the ass, but now he doesn't have to worry about his car getting stolen. Yeah. Yeah, where I work, we lost, they actually had a theft of the catalytic converter. Like back to back, we had a service vehicle, the work vehicle out of commission for quite a while. Anyways, moving right along. Okay, you've seen some of those fancy looking washlet and vidette from Japan, of course. Not quite common in NA, but then Europe it is. However, modernization, I suppose, and going a bit, going high tech a bit too far, too fast. Guess what? This washlet is controlled by Windows 10, and it went bonkers and keeps on rebooting. Yeah. And yeah, there's that too. Yeah, maybe it should have been XP, I suppose. But then here's a nice one actually. Out of someone posted this screenshot from Nine conversation. What do you want for the bookshelf? For a birthday present? And the guy's going, a bookshelf? Oh, does it look like one of these? No, I need one of these. The one out of the library. Yeah, if you have strong enough floor, maybe. Now here's a bit of nutty one. It looks like a fermented soybeans, but if you read the fine print here carefully, it's a wooden one. He curved it out of wood. Okay, anyway, so that's some of the stuff I came across this week, and so and that's about it for this week anyway. So thank you for coming in, and let's see if I can date some after this, and see if that is feasible or not. Right, thank you for coming in, and have a good rest of the Sunday night. はい、じゃあご視聴ありがとうございました。